Alright, so with that, let's hop into Nightmare Time 2, Episode 2, Perky's Buds, and Abstinence Camp. Both two very concerning titles off rip. And let me actually pop us over. Turn off the music. And here we are. You know what? And you know my computer's is trash, so let's turn off. Let's close all these other tabs as much as possible. Bring ourselves to 360p. I'm sorry if you wanted higher quality than that. Just watch the video yourself if you want better quality than 360. Alright? Speaking of, the links to this video are in the description on YouTube. And, yeah, so watch it. Support the original creator. Support Team StarKid. They're so deserving of everything. All the recognition they can get. Amazing. Love them. Please support them. And just the original creator in general of stuff. Alright. Let's go. Dude, I love that sting. And now we're back in Hatchetfield. What a... Honestly, the name Hatchetfield has become so much... Before, it was just like, oh well, very whatever name of a place in Who's It, What's It America, right? The more we learn about Hatchetfield, even the name itself, Hatchetfield, becomes considerably more disturbing. They're planting people as like sacrifice. The witch wood is essentially a bunch of all these people, their spirits, building up this forest to contain the witch or whatever. All this kind of stuff. It's great. Man. Dude. Oh, also, sorry. I'm going to be pausing a lot. Sorry. Again, if you wanted to watch it without interruptions, just watch the original. But... I'm not skimming the intro again, because I've been told that it's going to be, like, slightly different. Now, whether that's true or not, kind of irrelevant. Either way, we're going to enjoy a good little song. Oh, the running. You little runaway. You little runaway. That's Paul. I don't know why the appearance of Paul after her always like always a little funny to me. It's a matter of time, a matter of time. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind.
Hey, what was that?
I don't know why that actually startled me this time. That like jump scare normally doesn't startle me, but it got me this time. Lead you straight to those who fear me. But the nightmare time is gonna get you. The mouth. We know who that is now. Taking down. Ah. The beeping is so bad. Victimless crime, a victimless crime. It's all in design, it's all by design. Huh? Hatchetfield High School. I haven't actually looked at the background of a lot of these frames. But I will find you. Ah, man, I lost it. So far the intro is exactly the same as normal. Whatever, it's a great song. Gonna get you. The nightmare's gonna get you. The nightmare's gonna get you. You can run if I don't catch you. But the nightmare time is gonna got you. I messed it up right at the very end. That's tragic. Alright. Let's see. What's Perky's buds? Who's Perky? What's their buds? Because it's an interesting title already. Ooh. I played some piano when I was younger.
Breaks over a plot of emerald green farmland deep in the heart of Witchwood Forest. Marijuana plants grow tall and strong, swaying gently in the breeze. This
Marijuana plants? Is weed legal in Hatchetfield? Well, I mean, this is in like the 2020s, right? So it wouldn't be that weird.
is Perky's Buds, Hatchetfield's premier cannabis grower.
Oh, okay.
In an old farmhouse, sunlight peeks through the window and falls onto the face of Emma Perkins.
Emma!
Her eyes flutter open. She hops out of bed, throws open the shutters, and breathes in the crisp, clean air.
We're back with Emma again. Okay, that's a little surprising. All right, is this Emma also an android or not? Like, what's up? I know there's multiple different timelines and everything, but it's just a little concerning. All right.
Another day in paradise.
Outside, Emma's work boots make tracks in the mud as she strolls the grounds, admiring the fruits of her labor.
Yep. Another perfect day in... You goddamn son of a bitch varmints!
Emma pulls out a rifle and
Oh, God.
3 rounds at a chubby brown bird munching away at one of her pot plants.
My goodness. We already... No. The bird didn't deserve it. They just wanted to get high.
The bird rips off another beakful and takes flight.
Oh, the bird's fine. Never mind.
Get them birds!
In the house, Emma's summer farmhand, Ziggs, tumbles out of bed.
Oh, shit.
Moments later, Ziggs bursts out the front door. They're wielding 2 pistols, firing wildly. The bird darts through the sky, and
God.
Ziggs unload an absurd amount of ammo.
Guys, there's such bad there's such bad shots. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a particularly good shot either, but it sounds like they're. To be fair, shooting up into something in the sky is probably, from what I've heard, very difficult.
It dives and vanishes amongst the crops.
Did we get him?
Nope. Nighthawks. They're wily birds.
That was a nighthawk? Finally, we know what they look like. They got big old beady eyes.
Just then, Ziggy's ears perk up. Off in the distance is a faint chanting.
What's that?
More varmints.
Is she about to shoot some people? Also, that voice, that's the exact same type chant that Chastity did in in Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Although it was hey ho, heck no, the dance has to go or something.
Out at the entrance
It was
of Emma's
whatever.
farm, 2 kids from Hatchetfield High march around waving signs and shouting.
Is this actually them?
Oh, heck no!
Perky's Buds has gotta go!
Emma and Ziggs pull up to the front gate on a large tractor. Emma glares down at the teens, Gabe, a dorky choir boy, and a holier-than-thou church girl notorious for her unrelenting prudishness.
It's her.
Grace Chastity.
It's Chastity. What? Actually, what's like her actual like full name?
Notorious for her unrelenting prudishness. Grace.
Grace Chastity. I only know her as Chastity. Well, obviously her name's actually Grace, but whatever. Chastity.
What do you want, Grace?
What do I want? I want a town that's safe from your drugs. This devil weed isn't just bad for the community. It's threatening the checkered-tailed nighthawk population. Yesterday, I found one so stoned he wouldn't get out of the road. It caused a traffic jam. People were late, Emma. Late to church.
That's what imagine that. An animal so high that they're just on the street. Has that happened before? I know there's Cocaine Bear, but that's like the opposite of this situation. Also, Cocaine Bear died like really fast. But for that like 30 minutes, he must have felt like a god.
Look, I don't want these damn birds eating my crops either.
Yeah. I mean, we just tried to shoot one.
Shoot one? Are you high?
Checkered-tailed nighthawks are a protected species. They only live on this island. If
Oh.
you harm one of those majestic creatures, then we might just have the legal authority to shut you down.
Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense why nighthawks are like their actual animal, because they're only... If nighthawks only exist here in Hatchetfield, that means they're probably some sort of... Like, in reality, it would probably just be like, okay, so it's just like the perfect environment for them, and they don't really thrive anywhere else. But since it's Hatchetfield, they're probably connected to the Lords in Black or some way. Oh, also, speaking of the Lords in Black, in the comment section before, I got some knowledge. People have illuminated some facts for me about Webby. She's apparently the Queen in White or something like that. Oh my god, I already forgot. I'm so sorry. My brain is a bucket with a hole in it at the bottom. It holds nothing. But fun facts. Also, realize something. Probably do this. I've noticed that this style of like corner thing seems to be like more popular for streams. Oh well.
Hey, ho, heck, no. Perky's butts has gotta go.
Hey, ho,
Did I
heck,
mishear
no.
that, Ziggy, or was that a threat?
I don't know, it sounded pretty hateful to me, Perky.
We don't take too kindly to threats around here. Ziggs, get these nerdy prudes off my property.
Latched to the back of the tractor is a wood chipper.
Title drop of a different show.
Ziggs flips it on and tosses a bag of manure into the feed. Vroom. The fertilizer sprays
I see.
out the discharge chute, raining down on Grace and Gabe.
Ew.
They drop their signs, hop on their bikes, and retreat. Ziggs turns off the machine and smiles.
It's the simple things, you know?
Oh, wait, I also noticed Ziggs was also, I think, referenced in Nerdy Prudes. When it's like, we know he likes killing. He's like, I certainly don't like killing. Don't love killing. I'm sorry, my brain is... I keep going back to everything I've seen before.
That evening,
Everly
Emma and Ziggs sit on the
self-referential.
porch, passing a joint and watching the sunset over their glorious harvest.
Look at it, Ziggy. My dream.
It is beautiful. What was I saying?
Nice, Ziggy. Very nice.
You know, I used to grow and sell my own weed in high school. Not sure exactly who coined the name, but no one could get enough of Perky's buds. It was the cleanest, purest, most cerebral high.
Oh, your legend, Tales of your weed echo through Hatchetfield High to this very day.
Interesting. Okay. So, wait. This is the Emma that we know, right? This isn't like a different Emma. I'm pretty sure. I'm really bad with last names and all these different names. It's hard to keep track of everybody, alright? But also, wow. Okay. So, Emma was the weed drug seller. Okay.
Well, ever since then, all I wanted to do was share that high with the world, you know? And when I graduated community college and unlocked my inheritance, I found out my parents owned all those acres of witchwood. It's like it was meant to be.
That is actually really lucky that they just happen to have a bunch of land that you could perfectly farm weed on.
It'd be perfect if it weren't for those goddamn nighthawks
Oh, well.
eating my weed.
Let him have it. Come on.
What are we gonna do about him?
I don't know, Ziggy. Listen to him out there, laughing at me. Fucking birds.
Birds are so great, though.
Alright, let's order some donuts.
So, are we gonna learn about how these birds are all connected to the Lords in Black somehow? Or as I don't know, I'm just spitballing.
The next day, Ziggs stands alone in the field pruning the plants, occasionally puffing a joint, when suddenly a voice pipes up.
Oh,
Hey, pass that J, dude. Don't bogart that shit.
Huh?
Ziggs turns one way.
who was that?
There's no one there.
That ethereal
Scratch
voice.
their head, confused. Then they notice a nighthawk perched on a nearby bit of fencing.
Now, did you
The Nighthawk? I think it's a little high, huh?
say that, or did I think it?
The nighthawk stares at them blankly.
Listen, little buddy, you can't keep eating this stuff, alright? I'm gonna have to shoot you, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm a vegan.
The bird cocks its head.
You're a vegan and you're about to shoot, but I mean, you were shooting the other bird pretty well. Well is it might not be the best word. You didn't miss every shot.
Don't look at me like that. Fine. Let's just keep this between us, alright?
Ziggs takes a big hit off their joint and blows smoke into the nighthawk's face. The bird breathes it in and ruffles its feathers happily.
Huh?
Alright, there. Now, I'm cutting you off.
Then, another voice calls out.
Hey, you.
Ziggs turns to see a rough-looking man standing at the edge of Emma's land.
Hey,
Oh.
dude.
3 more equally rugged men saunter out of the woods.
Uh-oh.
Dudes?
The first man spits a mouthful of chewing tobacco.
Ew. Disgusting. Disgusting.
We had to have a word with Perky.
She's up at the house, man. That's all the fuck back there.
Then you better move your ass.
Oh, look. Isn't this, like, private property or something?
Ugh. We insist.
The man lifts the bottom of his flannel shirt, revealing a pistol tucked into
Okay.
his jeans.
I guess they didn't like Emma bumping into their like what's it worded? I forgot the word.
Whoa. Chill, dude. I'll go get her. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.
Moments later, Ziggs stumbles through the front door of the farmhouse.
Hey, Emma, there's a bunch of Republicans out here.
Not Grace again.
Is it the fact that they have guns, which you also have, or is it the fact that they're that that made him call them Republicans? I'm curious.
Like, scary ones.
The Metzgers.
Emma throws open
Oh.
the storage closet.
She knows them. Meskers.
She grabs a leather belt with 2 holsters and buckles it around her waist. She loads fresh clips into her pistols, then hands a rifle to Ziggy. Back outside,
I feel like every timeline we find, Emma's actually like so cool. She's like such a badass. In the other one, she's like a machine person who like brutally murders people to keep their secret. This one, she's strapped.
Louis Metzger spots Emma and Ziggs heading his way, packing heat. He smiles with rotten teeth and turns to his brothers.
Well, there she is, boys. The pate hate.
I don't know, Louis. That sounds like you're calling her an attractive toilet.
The pate hate. He's right. Interesting that she has a name that rhymes with her name in another timeline.
Shut up, you dumb bastard. Daddy don't like crude humor.
And where is your daddy?
Emma stands at the edge of her property, her hands resting on her guns.
I already said I wasn't gonna talk to you, jizz stains.
Oof.
Bob Metzger has something to say to me. He can do it himself.
Well, it's your lucky day. You better watch your mouth.
Oh, he's here.
Daddy don't like the word chism.
More of the
A
Metzger
very respectable man, I'm sure.
clan comes tromping out of the woods, carrying a makeshift litter. Sitting aloft is the family patriarch, Bob Metzger. They set down the old man and he shoos them off with a wave
Wait, they carried him in on what? On. Okay.
of his hand. He leers at Emma from beneath his wide-brimmed hat.
All right, Emma Perkins. You wanted me. You got me.
Don't you think it's time for the kids to move out, Bob? Get their own place? Maybe in Clivesdale?
I can stay.
How dare she in Clivesdale? Wow. This in Hatchetfield, that's like as bad as it gets, huh?
With their daddy on our land we paid for with blood.
And as long as they stay on that land, we don't have a problem in the world, Bob. But I will not have them harassing my employee. Creeping around, pulling this deliverance shit. It's nobody's business but mine what I do on my property.
Done on your property is an abomination. I don't give a toot about the grass you've been growing. Hell, your great-granddaddy and I made our living running rum across the border.
Okay, so he doesn't care about the pot, which means that it's almost certainly rather actually about the fact that she made a farm here at all, perhaps? Maybe there is some... There's probably some sort of ritualistic Lord in Black reason for it.
It's what you done with the trees.
Huh?
You cut down acres of them without a thought of what it might do to this town.
Right. Okay. So the trees, I think the trees are actually literally protecting the town. It's like the spirits of people who apparently have like a connection to the black. They might literally and also they're holding the witch, even if it, like sort of the witch was already weak, like super weak. Whatever.
Whoa. You know, I'm sorry, dudes. I thought you were Republicans, but like, hell yes, mad respect. Save the trees.
Your great-granddaddy
Great, Ziggy. I like him. He's great.
this land. He made a solemn vow to tend to it. Protect it. Not cut it down. For his sake, I'll give you one final warning. You clean up this shit and go back to the city where you come from, okay?
Guess I'm putting up a fence.
She turns on her heels and walks away from the Metzgers.
Uh-oh.
You were warned.
You know what? In this case, as rough as they are, there probably is a genuinely good reason to not cut down these trees. So, fair enough.
The innocent must suffer. Guilty must be punished. You must taste blood to be a man.
That's exactly what was said in the episode where the final episode of season 1, where they went in, when they showed what's her name, like when the witch showed what's her name the vision of her execution. That's exactly what the executioner said.
That night, the moon hangs low in the sky. Inside the farmhouse, Ziggs holds a painting they've been working on for the past 2 weeks. An art student at Hatchetfield Community College, Ziggy is Emma's farmhand and graphic designer.
Oh, Ziggy, he does it all.
So, as we all know, the Hatchetfield Honey Festival is coming up, and it is the perfect place to get the word out about our fine product. But if we expect people to leave their friendly neighborhood dealers, we gotta catch their eye. So, say hello to the new.
Okay, art student, making graphic design, something that's supposed to catch the eye of people. This is either going to be really good or really wild. Potentially both.
Official logo of Perky's Buds.
They whirl the canvas around to reveal a buxom woman, wearing a pot leaf bra,
that's what I thought,
and riding atop a giant flying joint.
Huh.
Pretty kick-ass, right?
It's like a pinup.
Sex sells, Emma.
No, I don't like that. That's not our brand. Perky's Buds is about raging against the capitalist patriarchy in like a chill way.
It is? But also with a name like that, I feel like that logo fits actually. That was actually like off the way it's described. I could see it very much being like the kind of logo for a place like this.
Making tons of money. This drawing is like too favoring of the male gaze.
What are you talking about? It's my gaze! And I like tickle bitties.
You know what? Perky shouldn't be a person.
I mean, speaking facts, you gotta give him that.
It should be like a dog. A good dog.
Okay. Yeah, that could work. A dog. With tickle bitties.
Let's put a pin in
6 of them, because they're a dog.
We've got more important work to do.
Emma pulls out a baggie of her signature weed.
Like testing the product. Maintain quality control.
Ah, I love this job.
You know, I respect somebody who works hard to make sure that their product is high quality, efficient, effective.
A few hours later, an extremely stoned Emma lies on the couch. She doesn't realize it, but she's been staring in silence at Ziggy's pinup girl logo for the past 30 minutes.
Oh.
Suddenly, the buxom girl winks at Emma, or at least Emma thinks she does.
Oh my gosh.
Emma winks back.
You know what? She's growing on me.
Outside, there's a rustling. Ziggy jumps.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Did you hear something or did I?
Calm down, Ziggs. You're paranoid. It's making me paranoid.
I heard I've heard, again, I've never done drugs. I've heard that paranoia is actually a potential issue for people who like smoke weed. Where I can't comment in details. I've only heard from people who aren't really even my friends, honestly.
Sorry. I was thinking about those Republicans from earlier.
What?
The not Republicans?
They're gonna come kill us?
No.
Yes.
I was thinking about how they're gonna cancel out my vote in the next election. Oh, but they could kill us, couldn't they? Oh, holy shit.
Now he's actually paranoid. Oh, no.
Oh, they could kill us.
Ziggs. Relax.
Emma sits up and stuffs a donut into her mouth. She decides the time has come for her farmhand to
That looked like a good donut.
The whole truth.
About what?
I'm gonna tell you something, Ziggs. The secret of Perky's Buds. You ever wonder why we grow such good weed?
I have to know.
I mean, we're terrible farmers.
Shit. Oh, you noticed?
It doesn't even matter.
Okay. So they are bad. Now I'm curious as well.
A little. Back in high school, I used to grow pot in my closet. Like, I didn't even know it needed light. I forgot to water it, the dog pissed all over it. But still that weed flourished. And I worked on pot farms all through my 20s, and I was like, Why is this so hard for these guys? Growing pot's easy.
Okay. Is she magically blessed with the ability to grow pot? Or plants in general, maybe? Or maybe just pot?
And then I found out it's not. It's like really difficult. So how was I churning out that top-notch bud when I had no idea what I was doing? I'll tell you. Every plant I ever grew was potted and dirt taken from right here. Witchwood Forest.
Okay. So you're definitely using the power of all the souls that have been infused into Witchwood Forest to grow your plants. I've heard of more dystopian topics or ideas.
The soil. Things grow here. They grow fast and big and different.
Different, yeah, definitely.
The soil here? It's magic.
Literally.
So, if the soil's magic, and the trees are magic, do you think that's why those dudes were so mad that we chopped them all down?
Ziggy's figuring it out. He's big braining it.
Don't give a shit about trees. They're Republicans. They just want to scare us off the land so they can have all my weed for themselves.
Right.
Definitely. That's
They're not gonna do shit.
exactly why.
Cram! One of the farmhouse windows explodes and a brick comes hurtling into the living room. The front doors kick down and the Metzger brothers stomp in wielding torches and hatchets.
We warned you, Berkey.
Uh-oh. It's a Hatchetfield night, I guess.
Thump! Out in the field, the Metzger brothers slam shovels into the dirt and gaze down at their handiwork. Emma and Ziggs have been almost entirely buried. Only their heads poke out of the ground. Like...
Oh, wow. They just got him. No struggle at all. I mean, I guess they were high and also unarmed, so not too surprising. Is Ziggy and Emma, are they about to get turned into trees?
Right
Oh, boy.
melons.
Look, guys, you're overreacting. We were right about to pack up and leave when you came barging in.
Time for talk is over.
The Metzger kids part to reveal Bob, lounging on his sedan chair, a hatchet laid across his lap.
Bob,
A sedan chair. They just carry him around in a sedan chair? He's living the life.
Big Bob, Daddy, let's cut a deal. I'll give you 20% of our annual profits. It's my final offer.
How many trees you think you cut down for this cannabis? Let me explain something to you, Emma Perkins.
All right, so we're actually gonna get our tree explanation. That's what I want to know. I'm like theorizing. I'm also, are they actually like putting souls or like the souls of people going to the trees, or like how does this work exactly? Because I know people like, I forget her name. My goodness, the girl who like can see all the different timelines. People like her, although I'm sure to like a lesser extent, become these trees, right? How does that happen? Does it just happen when they die naturally? As long as they die in like Hatchetfield, because there's like, I don't know, a curse or something? Maybe that's why Hatchetfield hates Clivesdale, because Hatchetfield is cursed. And Clivesdale is just like a normal place, so everyone in Hatchetfield hates them because of that.
Some folk in this town are born different. Back in the old days, they called it having a touch of the gift. But whose gift? It is unclean, vile, sorcery. It is the sworn duty of the Hatchetmen to collect these freaks and bring them here to be planted. The ritual frees them of their tainted flesh, gives them a canopies make a net to catch all that bad magic, so that it may not seep into the precious skin of any more beautiful babies.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so now we know that answers my question. They literally find people who are weird in Hatchetfield and kill them and turn them into trees. Bring them over here. And the witch, we know that at the very center of the forest is the witch, but we also know that in pretty much every timeline, the witch is actually just, like, pathetically weak. They can't do anything. Their existence doesn't really affect much. So is the witch what's being held by the net? Or is it actually this, where this net is here to literally protect the town and its people from magic, or maybe the Lord in Black's influence, or maybe just a connection to... Yeah, the witch is kind of weird. Yeah, I'm like trying to puzzle. Does she matter more than anyone else, or is she just another tree like the first tree? Also, welcome to the stream, Latias Blue. Oh, Latia. I'm just trying to like figure it out, I guess.
You cut down those trees. You open the floodgates. Now every teeny bopper in town is susceptible to this malady. You took all the power built up in that soil, and you smoked it. Shame on you.
I mean, it's not like she cut down the entire Witchwood, you know? I'm sure there's like, well, I mean, she cut down acres of land, so that it's not a small amount, to be fair. But I feel like there's more forest. It has to help a little bit. No. Cutting down this much trees probably did matter a lot.
You will atone. You will be the first in a new crop.
Wait, can this be done to anybody? Because we have no indication that Emma and Ziggy are touched by the gift, I guess. Or whatever they call it nowadays. So... Are they... But can you just do this to anybody? Interesting.
All right, boys. Let's clear out all this shit. We got some planting to do.
A tractor roars to life with Carl Metzger at the wheel. He plows directly into Emma's crops.
No! The crops.
Flattened, shredded pot leaves in their
Frog1812, thank you for subscribing.
My weed!
No! Tragic.
Finish burying these two. Put an end to this.
Plop. A glob of white liquid falls from the sky and splats across the front of Bob's shirt.
The Nighthawks.
Fuck.
He looks down at his chest, then up to a flock of birds circling overhead. Lars points to the splatter of bird crap on Bob's shirt.
I heard that's good luck, Daddy.
You dumb bastard. You have a fixation with fecal matter, and I have had it up to here with you.
Plop, plop, plop. Suddenly, all around them, white pellets begin raining down. Bob...
Now, on one hand, I'm very happy to see that that Emma and Ziggy are about to be saved by these Nighthawks. On the other hand, is this all some sort of act by the Lords in Black to make sure that this hole in the Witchwood does not get closed? I'm not sure. This is a situation where the Hatchet Men sound like horrible people, but also anything that curves the influence of the Lords in Black is genuinely probably a good thing.
Bob Metzger watches as the birds are joined by another flock, flying in from the east. then another from the south. Soon birds swarm from every direction, merging into a swirling avian maelstrom. Spit hangs from Bob's slack jaw. You can hear what must be thousands of birds screaming to each other overhead.
Oh,
And not
that's
just any bird,
sounds horrifying.
nighthawks. The Metzgers
Genuinely, that's like that movie where all the birds decide to just start killing people. That's what I'm imagining here.
stare up at the entire checkertail nighthawk population blanketing the sky.
Yeah. Look at them all.
What do they want?
Weed.
I ain't never seen anything like.
Suddenly, the thousands of nighthawks dive in perfect, horrifying unison. A wave of birds
This is definitely Nighthawk behavior. Definitely Nighthawk behavior.
crash
I mean,
into
Lord in Black behavior. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Louis Metzger, each slashing with their claws, stripping his flesh away bit by bit. In mere moments, Louis is nothing more than a gore-soaked skeleton. Ropes of mangled skin hanging from him. Lars Metzger flees the attacking bird.
Very impressive and terrifying, but also that is just like to show that he's getting ripped apart is so funny.
He dives into a thicket of pot plants, hiding in the dirt, safe, until the enormous tractor tears through the field. Carl is dead at the wheel, torn apart by nighthawks.
Oh,
Lars
gosh.
watches the blades of the wheat cutter whirl towards him. Daddy! Bob Metzger falls from his sedan chair.
What a way to go. Torn apart by birds, it's pecked to death, destroyed by a tractor.
The flock engulfs him.
Get out of here. You goddamn birds.
Emma and Ziggs look on in horror as Bob is pecked to bloody bits.
I thought for a moment, I thought the birds were gonna pick him up by the chair and just take him into the sky, and we'll just never see him again. This is just as horrifying. Potentially less or more, I don't know.
Amongst the chaos and the death and the thunder of wings, a shovel comes careening towards Emma and Ziggs. Whack! It knocks both of them over the head.
Ouch.
Then, darkness.
Got shovel
Emma's
sniped.
eyes flutter open. The morning sun streams in through the window. She rises from her bed, groggily.
Ugh,
Oh.
God, my head.
How did they get back inside?
Last night is a blur. She remembers something happened. She looks down to see she's covered in dirt. She walks into Ziggy's room and shakes them awake.
Huh.
Ziggs, wake up.
Ziggs, too, is filthy from head to toe.
Huh?
What happened last night?
The birds brought them back in, I guess. That's nice of them. After knocking them out.
I don't know. I think... Wait, I'm remembering.
What do you remember?
We got high?
Right. We got high.
And
Wasn't there also, like a fight?
I don't think so.
they're not gonna remember anything, huh? Are they gonna even know that these guys died on their land? What they've done to the world of Hatchetfield?
Yeah. There was. About the logo. I said it shouldn't be a person. It should be a
Oh.
nighthawk.
The memories are getting mixed up, but also the Nighthawks. Oh my goodness.
Right, a nighthawk.
Okay, Laura, just we're watching something right now. All right, enjoy your book though.
With Tiggle Bitties.
Come on. Let's see if we got any of those.
He sticks so hard to those tiggle bitties. Incredible.
Emma and Ziggs head for the kitchen, but stop dead in their tracks at the foot of the stairs. Their jaws drop. The entire farmhouse is filled with checkered-tail nighthawks. They perch on every piece of furniture. They cover the shelves and cabinets. The floor is blanketed with them. In unison, the nighthawks turn their heads to the duo. Then one of the birds hops off the couch and waddles toward them. As it does, they hear...
That would be terrifying. Birdemic, yes, thank you. Oh, that's the movie. But, oh my god, that would be... Like, I'm imagining this in my mind, and just the terror I would feel at any amount of a small animal filling up an entire place. I'd be like, oh, that's a lot of creatures that are alive and staring at me right now.
Hear a voice echo inside their minds.
Good morning, Perky. Ziggs. Are you still as baked as we are?
Emma, I think my brain broke.
The little bird looks up at them.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Ziggy. We took care of the Metzgers. Don't you remember?
Oh, God.
Okay, I guess they are gonna know what happened last night. What a way to find out.
Images of the previous night come flashing through Emma's head.
It wasn't a dream. You birds killed them.
We had to protect the farm. We couldn't let them destroy the weed. It's good shit, Emma. The best we've ever tasted. In fact, it's the weed that made this conversation possible.
Oh my gosh, the magic weed gave them sapience. That's horrible. What? That's terrible. The dolls make it creepier because the eye... Yeah, I know. That's the first thing I focused on when I saw them. They're giant, and as you say, like, weirdly dilated eyes. They stare right into your soul.
Doing it raised our consciousness to new heights, you could say.
Interesting.
We now speak mind to mind.
Oh my god, Emma. Your magic weed made the birds psychic.
That's...
Just telepathic, for the time being.
I mean, that's impressive at the very least. Now you can promote your weed by saying, hey, our weed is so good, it literally elevated a species. So, Clivesdale doesn't have that.
If we get high enough, who knows the limits of our mental capabilities? Why, mere months ago, I was a nameless, thoughtless animal. Now, I speak for the flock. I am Ezekiel, elected leader of the Checkertail Nighthawks.
Oh, they have a name, Ezekiel. What a nice name.
Hi, Ezekiel.
So, are you ready to get to work?
Work?
Those men were able to destroy a large swath of the harvest before
No.
we intervened.
The
This is
weed.
unacceptable. You must plant more. And now that the Metzgers are gone, you may expand the farm into their land as well. This will please us, and so it is good.
That's not exactly how that works. You can't just take somebody else's land just because they died. That still has to go... Like, even if they don't have any family, that goes, like, to the government, I'm pretty sure, right?
We must have more weed.
The nighthawks begin hopping up and down, chirping. More weed.
More weed. More.
Hey, we
Uh-oh.
get it. You guys are jonesing. But there are, like, human laws we have to consider. That's not my property.
Human laws are irrelevant. They mean nothing to us birds. We shit on your institutions. We rage against the capitalist patriarchy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It concerns us that you've slept until 9:30. You're losing precious daylight. Don't you think you should get to work?
Work?
Work. Work.
There's also the situation where, like, what can you do about this? There are enough birds here to kill them. So, yeah, that's not the best situation.
Yeah. Well, get right on that.
I just realized we're only like 30 minutes in. I'm like, is this like how it's gonna end? Where the birds like, nah, this is just like the halfway point. This is the real rising tension.
Out in the field, Ziggy prunes the crops while Ezekiel and a dozen other nighthawks look on.
I can't believe this. Growing weed for a bunch of birds.
The birds could at least help, right? Come on, guys.
Nothing in the Craigslist upset about this.
Ziggy pockets their shears and starts back to
That's the problem with Craigslist ads.
the farmhouse.
Where do you think you're going?
To drop a deuce?
What does this mean? To drop a deuce.
To take a shit?
Ezekiel turns to one of his bird companions.
Humans puzzle me, Isaac.
So I'm just gonna go back to the house and drop that deuce.
No, this is unacceptable. The time spent walking to the house and back will be wasted. You will do as us birds do.
Ezekiel lifts his tail and drops a poop splatter without...
Ew. I mean, it does make sense for the bird to be like, why would he waste time going inside? Just, I mean, we don't. Which, while fair, is also disgusting.
Quickly, efficiently, then back to work.
So you want me to just shit? Right here?
Of course.
I'll hold it.
But this will cause you discomfort and slacken your pace. Unacceptable. You will shit. Right now.
Oh god. That's the biggest threat. Poop your pants now. That's quite a threat.
As the sun sets, an exhausted Emma and Ziggs
Oh,
trudge
boy.
back to the farmhouse, dozens of watchful nighthawks circling overhead.
Emma, this is bogus. They made me...
I know. Shit on the ground in front of them. From now on, we're gonna have to watch where we step.
Oh gosh, that's so gross. They make you do it too, Emma? Or do you just see Ziggy do that? Neither path is good, to be honest with you. But man, out of the frying pan and into the flames, because what can you even do about this many birds, right?
Look, you better do something about these birds, or you're gonna lose your farmhand and your graphic designer.
Think of something.
Not
When
the
they get
graphic
back to
designer.
the farmhouse, they find Ezekiel sitting in a rocking chair on the front porch.
Hey,
We're
Ezekiel.
displeased by your progress today. You'll do better tomorrow.
He cocks his head.
Why?
Two disheveled humans.
You seem fatigued.
We've been working non-stop all day. We're tired.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. We can't do anything if we're hungry. And wouldn't you know it, there's not a scrap of food in the house.
Okay, so this is their way to get out of the farm. Maybe they can set something up afterwards.
I've got some chips in my room.
We need to go
Chips also isn't a meal, so not a great thing to say anyway.
go into town to get something to eat. So we can work. No foodie, no worky.
Simple
This
logic.
is unacceptable.
Well, it's gonna have to be acceptable.
If you leave, you will be tempted not to return. You may seek help. You may bring other humans with guns. Humans who can aim.
They remember how bad Emma and Ziggy are at aiming. I'm glad.
You will never go into town again.
But
You will eat as us birds eat. We will care for you, nourish you, and you will use your opposable thumbs to grow weed. This
Does that mean they're gonna vomit in their mouths? I really hope that's not where this is going, because that'd be a little too much, I think.
is the contract. It is what we desire, and so it is good. Now, which of you will be fed first?
look, a contract needs to be negotiated.
Her, Nighthawks, feed Emma.
Suddenly, hundreds of nighthawks descend on Emma.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
The masses of birds stick their talons into her mouth, prying it open. Then, all at once, the birds begin blasting Emma with projectile vomit. Within less than a second, her mouth is overflowing with a frothy soup of bugs, chipmunk bones, and worm guts. Then the horde
I was gonna say don't jinx it, but yeah, it's a little late for that. I need I need a moment. That's... Oh, my... That is... Everything about that was horrible to hear. The claws, the... I should say, fun fact, the vomit that birds produce to, like, feed their kids isn't actually vomit, technically. I don't think that makes this any better, though, to be honest with you.
Birds releases her and scatters into the air. Emma collapses, spitting, retching.
Very good, Emma. Now you, Ziggs.
Don't make
No, I'm not hungry.
don't make me go through this again. Please don't make me go through this again.
Ziggs backs away, but the birds surround them as well. They latch onto Ziggs's body, forcing their mouth open.
Come on!
No, I can't do this. Is this shit even vegan?
The Nighthawks proceed to fill Ziggy's mouth with buckets of piping hot vomit.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not even vegan, because they have bugs and... that's horrible. Probably has worms. Which I'm fairly certain that's not vegan, right? But bugs aren't vegan, right? I'm pretty sure. I would imagine they're alive.
Ziggs falls to the ground beside Emma. Ezekiel is...
Squirrel bones too. Oh, definitely not vegan then.
Now, go to bed. Rest. Tomorrow you will work harder.
Okay.
The two rise miserably and shamble toward the farmhouse. Ezekiel stops them.
Not upstairs. The barn is acceptable for you. The house is ours now.
Why?
Go get stoned and watch Netflix. Preferably something about birds.
I feel like them watching a bird documentary on Netflix would probably not be the most... I mean, maybe they could laugh about, like, as like, oh, these humans, they have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know.
That night in the barn, Emma paces
Or maybe they'll watch Birdemic and get some ideas. Greets from Norway's. Oh, hello. These humans. Hello, Jonas McGee. Welcome to the stream. And wow, Norway, so far away. Never heard of Necrons? Yeah. I have.
while Ziggs lies on a pile of hay, rolling a joint.
Okay.
Go enjoy your food, Lauren.
Perky's Buds is my dream. I'm not gonna let it get hijacked by a bunch of birds. How are we gonna get rid of them?
Oh, I don't know. We could get a cat. Right? Cats chase birds.
Right?
How many cats do you think you'll need for this to actually work?
But there are
A man of
thousands
class.
Of these birds. We need at least 1,000 cats. And what if the cats start eating the weed? Then the cats will get smart, and then we'll be working for a bunch of cats.
And that'll be even worse because cats are like built to be like killers. Necron super weapons VPOG. True.
Well, then we can just get 1,000 dogs to chase off the cats. Doesn't matter if the dogs get smart because dogs are nice, and they'd never do this to us.
Honestly, kind of true. Kind of true. But would they do this instead for your... It's like, we know what's good for you, so we will force you to work for weed so that we can get smarter to do things better for you. I feel like no matter how this goes, things will go badly.
Well, we can't even get to the car, so this is all a moot point. What else could scare off birds? Scarecrow.
Thank you for the follow, Jonas McGee.
Crow.
Scarecrow.
No, but these aren't crows, Emma. They're nighthawks.
Also, I feel like even in real life, scarecrows don't really work that much. You need a bigger water bottle? Yeah, you're right. I need something a little... Maybe a gallon would be good. No, not a gallon. Like one of those big things that they put on water coolers. But also, yeah. Scarecrows don't even really work in real life. We can see, like, lots of actual birds just hanging on scarecrows, completely unafraid of them. Because they've learned that they're not humans, so there's no reason to fear them.
They're dumb birds. This is gonna work.
They literally are not dumb. That's the problem. The fact that they are not dumb is the problem, Emma.
I don't know.
Look, we just need to distract them long enough to reach the car. Then we can go get all those cats.
Right. You know what? We should just get the dogs too while we're out.
Obviously.
Yeah, okay.
Riding in the car with all those dogs. This is gonna be so fucking fun.
You know what? Ziggy knows what's real. Yeah, birds can also crows can do puzzles and stuff. It's genuinely very impressive. Like, even without the weed enhanced intelligence, they're pretty smart.
Let's make this scarecrow. Give me your clothes.
Emma grabs Ziggy's shirt and tries to pull it over their head.
No. This is my Grateful Dead tea, Emma. It's my fave.
Come on, man.
We need it for the scarecrow. Oh, here.
She picks up a burlap sack and tosses it to Ziggs.
You're the artist. Draw a face on that bag.
I guess they're using Emma's shirt then.
Emma stands in her long johns, looking at a scarecrow she's constructed by stuffing their clothes with straw.
Okay.
This is okay.
It sounds like she's trying to convince herself. I don't think it looks okay.
This guy.
She looks to see how the face is coming along. Ziggs sits, taking a hit from their joint and putting the finishing touches on a pleasant, completely non-threatening face.
Ziggy. What the hell? Why does he look so friendly? Don't make him scary. Give him angry eyes and sharp teeth.
Emma, this whole plan hinges on those birds believing this is a real guy. Nobody is gonna believe this dude in a Grateful Dead tee is walking around looking all hateful and shit.
You know what? That's a fair point. Maybe Zig knows what he's talking about. And and I mean, if this has any chance of working, which I'm so doubtful of, if it has any chance of working, they have to be convinced, even for like a moment, that this is a real person.
No, he's a deadhead, bro. He's gotta be cool as hell and chill as fuck.
Fine. Just hurry.
Later, with the finished scarecrow in hand, Ziggs and Emma peek out the barn door.
Okay.
All right. Coast is clear. Come on, let's plant him.
The two run out and stake the scarecrow.
So tense.
Inside, the Nighthawks are stoned and distracted, gathered around the TV.
You know what? Never mind. I forgot. All these birds are stoned perpetually. So I was completely wrong. They definitely is a chance this will work.
In an episode of Planet Earth.
Ooh.
On screen, a bird of paradise hops and bobs, performing a mating dance. Ezekiel is scandalized.
Well, this is just porn now.
The next morning,
That's hilarious. You know what? Actually, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they're in a lot of like stuff. They show off like, you know, bird mating dances just because like, wow, that's really interesting. These birds have all these different these dancing mating dances. So the fact that it probably would be a little. Well, I mean, would they really be scandalized though? They'd probably be like, "Dang, look at their moves. Let's see how they're doing." 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10. The link after I finish watching this episode.
the entire flock is gathered around a mysterious stranger who appeared sometime during the night.
Oh.
He stands motionless in front of the house. He wears a Grateful Dead tee and a pair of women's pants. A pleasant expression is painted on his face.
Who is he? Where did he come from?
I don't know. I cannot hear his thoughts. His mind is so vacant.
Hmm.
I'm frightened, Ezekiel. Perhaps we should leave.
And let this man smoke our weed? Isaac, never speak to me again.
Oh gosh, a single sentence and it's just like there. Be gone. Kind of like cats. Yeah. Okay. I completely forgot the fact that they're telepathic, so that would probably affect things a little bit. Huh. Okay.
Handle this.
Ezekiel hops toward the intruder.
You there! Stranger! From where do you fare?
No response.
You will answer me, human, or the consequences will be most severe.
He, like, looks to the side thinking, like, alright, what's the word? Most severe. I would have thought that the fact that there is no mind for them to connect to would... But I guess... I don't know how their telepathy works. Maybe it's like... They can only detect the presence of something, not the lack of it. So as far as they're aware, they just can't detect this person's mind. But it's definitely a person. At least it looks like one.
Again, the figure remains silent. The other Nighthawks begin chattering amongst themselves. The stranger says nothing.
He defies Ezekiel. Perhaps Ezekiel is weak. Perhaps we could all defy him.
No.
Ezekiel flaps his wings at them, angrily.
I can hear your thoughts! Silence! Silence!
Emma and Ziggs peek out of the barn. Their scarecrow is working like a charm.
Yes.
They're distracted.
Get out of there, guys.
They make a break for Emma's car. Meanwhile, Ezekiel's patience with the scarecrow has worn thin.
Alright. I gave you fair warning. Nighthawks, attack.
The birds do not take wing, however. They remain perched.
Why not?
Apprehensive. Ezekiel glares at them.
Well,
The flock stares back, unmoving.
cowards!
One Nighthawk leans to his fellows.
Would Ezekiel send us to do what he dares not? I wonder if he truly speaks for this flock.
How dare... Oh, my goodness. There's a single sign of, like... Of a person standing up to Ezekiel and instant rebellion. I guess they didn't really like Ezekiel that much. Or maybe they're just a little bird-brained. I'm sorry.
Mutiny on his talons. Ezekiel calls out,
Fine! I'll do it myself then. I shall peck this man to death with my own beak.
alone. The Nighthawk boldly waddles toward the stranger. Then a breeze blows by, causing the scarecrow to tilt to one side. The sudden movement causes the little bird's courage to falter, and he flutters into the air, cooing. In the distance, the engine of the human
That was lucky.
automobile revs. Emma's car. Ezekiel senses foul trickery, turns to the scarecrow and pecks it, pulling out a beakful of
straw. We've been deceived, Nighthawks. After them. Don't let the
Do
thugs
do do
escape.
do 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 do
Emma's
do.
car zooms down a gravel path, heading for the farm's front gate.
We did it! Those stupid birds.
Now can Emma and Ziggy reach town before the birds get them? Let's
The
see.
moment of triumph dies when Ziggy looks in the rearview mirror.
Emma?
At first, it's nothing but a scatter of birds in the distance. Then, the horde swells, until the entire sky is blacked out by Nighthawks.
Emma!
Emma
Uh-oh.
glances over her shoulder.
Do 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 do.
Shit!
Slam! Slam! The Nighthawks swarm the car, hurling themselves into it.
Oh gosh.
The windshield is obscured by flapping, clawing birds. The glass on the windows begins to crack. Then, crack!
Is that impressive or just expected? Because windows are actually really hard to break unless... Okay, now it's Birdemic. You're right.
This car plows into a tree. The force of the impact shatters the windows, and the Nighthawks come flooding in. Emma throws open her door and dives out, but Ziggy is engulfed by the birds.
Ziggs!
No, Ziggy! Ziggy!
Ziggs is swallowed by a sea of feathers. Emma yells into the mass helplessly.
I'll come back for you!
Then she turns and runs. She weaves
Do
through
do do do
trees,
do do
hopping
do
down
do do
branches,
do
until she finally reaches the main road.
Help! Help! Somebody! Anybody!
Oh no. Is Emma going to be destroyed by the birds? Or, well, they're probably going to take her back. You know. They need a human to farm the farm.
She looks around, desperately for a passing car, a jogger, anyone who could help. The street is empty. Emma collapses, defeated.
Oh no.
Then she hears a faint singing getting closer.
La 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 la.
Grace!
Crests the hill on her pink bicycle. Emma runs to her and grabs hold of the handlebars.
Grace, quick, give me your bike.
No way! I'm headed to a babysitting appointment, and there's one thing you better hurry up and know about Grace Chastity. I'm always on time.
Yo, you gotta help me.
Alright, Jonas. See you around.
It's the Nighthawks. They ate my weed. They're smart now, Grace. And they're trying to kill me. But I wanna live. I wanna live!
Grace looks at this 30-something-year-old woman standing there.
Yeah, Grace must be like, see? This is why you don't smoke weed. It makes you crazy. Although she's totally telling the truth.
Pathetically in her underwear. Her hair's a mess, her eyes are wild, and she's sporting a particularly skunky smell.
You stink, Emma Perkins. Like reefer. I can't help you until you help yourself.
Please, Grace.
She pulls her bike away from Emma.
You made this bed, Emma, and now you shall reap what you sow. La la la. La.
And there she goes, all lolly-da, leaving Emma to die.
Grace continues on her way.
The devil's lettuce. I mean, that's what Grace would say. And technically, since this was grown on with this magic soil, it might be the devil's lettuce, or at least the Lords in Black's lettuce.
Emma watches her last hope disappear over the hill.
No! Please! No!
Then a cyclone of birds thunders from the trees. The swarm descends.
Uh-oh.
Emma throws up her hands, screaming until one of the stray nighthawks slams into the back of her head. She falls to the ground, unconscious.
No, Emma.
Sometime later, Emma comes to back in the barn. It's filled with legions of birds glaring down. The flock parts, and Ezekiel waddles forward.
You must think you're very clever, don't you, Emma?
I mean, it tricked you guys, so I don't know.
We had a contract, and you repaid us with deceit and treachery. Well, we shan't make that mistake again.
You're all talk, Ezekiel. What are you gonna do? Kill me? I've got the thumbs. You need me.
Humans. Your arrogance knows no bounds. It is true. Your thumbs and bodies are tools, much needed tools.
Are the birds... They're just gonna get other people, right? Probably. Oh, Sammy, welcome to the stream. I'm watching Nightmare Time by Team StarKid. It's a series they made during lockdown and a little after it. It expands on the lore of the musicals that they made, of the Hatchetfield trilogy. Very good musicals. I'd really recommend watching them on YouTube, which you can watch. I've also reacted to a couple of them on stream. I might be reacting to another one soon as well.
Like a tractor. But tell me, Emma, does a tractor need a mind?
What?
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately for you, our powers have grown. Let us show you.
Uh-oh.
The barn door creaks open, and someone lurches in. It's Ziggs, but any semblance of conscious thought has left their eyes.
No! Ziggs!
Awkwardly, as if each of their limbs is being puppeteered by a separate will.
Ziggs? Ziggy? What did you do to them? You animals!
Literally.
If us focus, we can not only speak into your minds, we can control them. We can drive you, like the farm equipment you are.
Ziggs trudges closer.
Ah.
Emma backs away.
That's horrifying. The birds. Their minds expand.
Basic motor functions. That's all you need. Your memories, personalities. These are faulty parts. Perhaps they can be removed entirely. You shall be the test subject, Emma.
Uh-oh.
And I shall be the surgeon. With mine own beak and talon, I shall peck away your unnecessary brain matter, and I'll shit it out in little white globs all over your precious farm. Then I'll do the same to all of Hatchetfield, and there will be weed as far as the eye can see. You should be happy. Perky's Buds is going to be a great success. Ziggy, restrain Emma.
Well then, it seems like this is another timeline where where the events in Hatchetfield results in the end of the world. I would be surprised, but this is kind of standard fare at this point, I feel.
Ziggs shambles forward, extending their arms. Emma whirls around. She's surrounded by birds. There's no escape.
Although maybe, I don't know. Maybe they'll somehow turn this around.
She pleads.
Ziggs, I hope you're in there. You gotta fight.
Doom,
Push those birds
doom,
out of your mind.
doom, doom.
Funk. Ziggy punches Emma
Oof.
right in the nose.
Ouch.
Alright? That's your one true shot, dude. Break their control, or you can look for another job.
Whack. Ziggy lands another punch.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't working.
Now I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Emma charges at Ziggs, who dodges clumsily. Ziggy is being haphazardly controlled by a bunch of birds, but
Classic
still,
Hatchetfield.
they're slightly more coordinated than Emma. Soon, Ziggs gets the upper
How? Man, so her bad aim also extends to just basic combat. Oh man, that's really rough, Emma.
They round on Emma, fling themselves forward and trap old Perky in a tight headlock. As Ziggs squeezes, Emma chokes, gasping for air. Desperately, she reaches around to Ziggy's backside, her hands searching for something. The one thing she knows Ziggy is never without.
What?
There it is. Tucked away in the lining of their long johns, Emma pulls it out and flicks it open. Ziggy's lighter.
Time to blaze, you fucking birds!
Ah, that makes sense. I mean, you know, you gotta light up.
Tosses the lighter into a huge mound of dry hay. It bursts into flame. Panicked, the Nighthawks take wing, flapping wildly, but they only succeed in fanning the flames. The fire spreads. Within moments, the barn is a smoky, smoldering hell. With the birds preoccupied, their hold on Ziggy's mind dissipates.
Huh?
Maybe they'll actually... Maybe the world won't end in this timeline. Oh, that's so nice.
But Emma punches Ziggy, unaware the fight's over.
Oh my god, ow!
Ziggs? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, you sucker punching dickhead.
How rude.
And I'm gonna kick your ass.
Come on.
She grabs Ziggy's arm and leads to the door.
After them!
As Emma flees the crumbling barn, she grabs a plank of burning wood. She runs into the field, into her beloved plants.
No!
What must be done?
Goodbye, buddies. I won't let them have you.
No! The weed! The weed!
Setting it alight. She runs through the field, spreading the flames to the rest of the harvest. Enraged, the Nighthawks give chase. They swoop towards Emma with single-minded determination.
I hope the forest doesn't burn down, because this fire could very easily spread. And if it spreads into the Weirdwood Forest, there are going to be additional problems, rather than just sapient birds. Wild that just sapient birds is not enough of an issue.
To tear her apart. Then, that murderous rage begins to fade. The flock is starting to feel a lot more chill. What they don't realize is that while they've been chasing Emma, they were breathing in lungfuls of smoke from the burning magic weed. The birds are stoned to the bone.
Incredible.
Oh, that's some good shit.
Fire all around, and aimless Nighthawks whizzing past. Emma and
This has been such a the feeling. This has been such a interesting episode because it's very like the whole conceit. Honestly, is kind of hilarious, but also the birds have genuinely managed to be a little terrifying. And now here at the end, they're like it's again kind of goofy. I felt a lot of emotions throughout this episode so far.
run for cover in the farmhouse. Ezekiel screams, struggling to regain control of the flock.
Isaac, what are you doing? They're heading for the farmhouse. Give chase!
Fuck that. I'm chasing the dragon, bro.
Isaac cozies into a mound of dirt.
Damn you, Isaac.
Incredible. The trippy episode has been such a trip. Honestly, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. It's certainly a trip.
Anger stews in Ezekiel's
Also, hi Tom. I don't know if I said hi.
heart. A rush of fury floods his psychic mind. Then, whoosh, a flaming pitchfork flies from the burning barn and impales Isaac, pinning him to the ground.
Oh!
Shunk! Ezekiel's eyes widen as he realizes he made the pitchfork move. Power courses through his tiny body. He raises his wings.
Yes. Yes. I am ascending.
In the farm,
Ezekiel has ascended. He's even higher than the high now. Describing the story to anyone makes me. I can imagine it. I love it. I know it's so ridiculous, but I really enjoy it.
house, Emma and Ziggs rush to the cabinet where they keep their firearms. Maybe they can shoot their way out of here.
Yes, the
Open
guns.
the cupboard, but it's empty.
Guns.
Never mind. I guess it makes sense that they'd probably get rid of the guns to make sure the humans don't get them, or at least move them to somewhere they wouldn't know.
Guns. Where are the guns?
Oh, Emma.
They turn to find Ezekiel flapping in the corner. Around him, floating in the air, is their entire arsenal of weapons.
Wait, that's so funny. Infinite guns work. Boom, boom, the guns are all around.
It's human season.
Ezekiel flexes his telekinetic
Incredible.
power, and the guns fire. Bang, bang, bang! Emma and Ziggs dive into the kitchen as bullets riddle the hallway.
Oh, sorry.
Shit! What are we gonna do?
What?
Spot something in the living room.
What can you do in that situation? I mean, I'm sure we're about to find out exactly their plan, but oh yes, Ezekiel and his flock of weapons. He doesn't need a normal flock. He has guns. What else do you need, right? Oh man. What a trip. I'm loving it. I'm loving it though. Okay, let's sorry, doing some stuff. Okay, on side. All right.
I've got a plan.
Ezekiel flutters down the hall, hunting his prey.
Emma, you can't escape me. Don't even try. Don't you see I've become the most powerful being on Earth?
I mean, you're definitely the most powerful bird. Being. We'll see about that.
Bird, surrounded by a flock of floating guns.
Ezekiel reaches out with his mind, feels for Emma. There, the living room. He whips around. Through the doorway, he spots the shape of a woman. Bang, bang, bang! Young
Oh
love.
God.
The figure's torn to pieces by a spray of ammo.
But
He
who?
falls back.
But what was it?
Ezekiel flaps over to find a painting of a well-endowed woman riding a flying joint.
Huh.
From behind him, Emma appears, brandishing a shovel.
Surprise, bird brain!
Whack! Emma swings.
Okay, so his sense of like mind isn't like perfect. It's like just generally okay, so there's a mind in that direction. Good to know. And also good thing that that's how it works, I
It's
guess.
Ezekiel, and the bird goes flying. Smash! He crashes through the window and into the wood chipper Ziggs has waiting just outside. The Nighthawk goes through the grinder and shoots out the other side a small tuft of feathers and blood.
First of all, grinder, Chekhov's grinder. Good to know that we had that from the very beginning. Secondly, finally, their aim came together. Can you imagine if she missed? Like, She hit him and then didn't knock him into the grinder. Would have been terrible.
Emma looks down at the buxom woman in Ziggy's logo.
I knew I liked her.
Boom! Outside, the flames have spread to the tractor's gas tank. It explodes.
Chekhov's Tiggle video. You're so right.
Ziggy flees the falling debris. They run back inside.
Emma, the fire. It's out of control. I don't think we're getting out of this one, Perky.
No.
Emma looks out at her burning farm. The inferno rages. No way they'd even make it to the tree line.
Guess there's only one thing to do.
From under her bed, Emma retrieves a metal lockbox. She and Ziggs ascend to the roof.
Oh.
They gaze out at the carnage below. A sea of flames.
One last
The
joint.
Nighthawks are so exquisitely stoned, they don't even realize that they too are burning. Emma opens the box. Inside is
That's impressive. That's a crazy level they've reached.
the fattest blunt she ever rolled.
I was saving it for a special occasion. Guess this'll have to do.
I mean, your death is as special as it gets, I think.
Let's go down in a blaze of glory.
She passes the joint to Ziggy.
It's been an honor.
Ziggy takes a nice, big hit.
Alright, that's enough. Don't bogart that shit.
They pass it back. Emma takes it and proudly recites what she swore in high school would be her final words.
Oh.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Then, sirens in the distance. Emma and Zig spot flashing lights approaching.
Oh. Is there an actual chance you're gonna survive this? That's crazy. What's happened? Birds and weed.
Police and firemen! Hey, help us! Help us! Help us!
Oh my gosh. I'm genuinely kind of shocked that they survived.
As firefighters put out the last of the flames, Emma and Zig stand safely on the ground next to a police officer.
We got a call from one Grace Chastity. Told us to send every available unit. Said there was a woman, high on drugs, about to do something drastic.
You know what? Grace may not have really understood what's happening, but she saved the day in the end, if you think about it.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Are you?
The officer holds up one of the crispy, dead birds.
Checkertail nighthawks are an endangered species. Killing one is a federal offense. And you've burned them, impaled them, threw them in your wood chipper?
Oh, right.
You're both under arrest.
I forgot about that. Birds and weeds best. Yeah, I mean, that's the best I can think of. Oof. Yeah, I completely forgot. Nighthawks are endangered. Or are protected. Whoopsies. Sorry.
The police slap cuffs on Emma and Ziggs.
Dang it. Well, not the best ending, I guess.
I hate this job.
Real.
When the hatchet's in your back and the week has got you feeling down.
I guess, okay, that's the end. We're moving on to the outro song. Also, yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Lauren. Not the end of you. Real.
When your racket's on attack and the coffee's got you jacked and wound.
Oh gosh, the birds.
The county road, there's a farm the townies know that'll hook you up with all the perks. You can think of just smoke a fatty bowl of Perky's Buds.
Is this the Perky's Buds ad? Also, the mouth on the figures has always been strange to me, but man, on the bird is it gross.
A fatty
visuals for this one slap. They sure are something. Do 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 do. I'll admit though, as an ad, it would catch my attention. We're sniffing the marijuana with this. I think you mean smoking, Laura.
You could head on out of town or down to Santa Fe. Put your own, find the finest herb in Mandalay. Roll a spliff, splat jack if you wanna mess around. If you're looking to find the finest cushion, Hatchet Town. Come down to Perky's, get that green.
Oh, they fell.
Emma's the name in cannabis. You need a bud, the herbs are biz. Just
Wait, no, they took a clip from the musical.
light for all the hits. The Hitchens hash just can't be missed. Roll it, pack it, light it up.
Sniffing the weed might be enough to kill you anyway. Yeah, maybe.
Pass it, feel the
What happens once you get scared half to death twice?
road. There's a farm to town you know that'll hook you up with all the perks you can think of. Just
Man, that bird, he needs to start snacking, huh?
smoke a fatty bowl of Perky's buds. Just roll a fatty of Perky's. You still need a doctor's note if you want them drugs.
That was the best. That was the best NV I've seen so far in all. Honestly, best ending song. Period. It's probably not the weirdest. Yet it's not. It's probably not the weirdest thing from Nightmare Town. Yeah, no. I'd probably still say the Emma being from the future, coming back to the past to take her old previous life from another version. All of that. That's definitely probably the weirdest thing that's happened so far. or the squirrel from the falling squirrel from the previous one, that ending, that's up there. Remember, you are either in the smoke club or you are out. Us, the smoke club. What an episode. That was a lot, to be honest. That was very interesting. I really liked it. It kept me entertained all the way through. Beginning to end, I was hooked. I mean, just as much as those birds were definitely hooked, if you know what I'm saying. And I think I say this every single time we watch one of these Nightmare Time stuff, or just anything by Team StarKid. They set things up so well. The fact that they brought up the wood chipper, so we know that they have it, so that later on, at the very end, when they use it again, boom. It's not surprising that it's there. We obviously, they didn't have to do that technically because it's a farm. It's not that surprising that a wood chipper would be on a farm. But the fact that they mentioned it made it so there's not even that second of not even that half second of wait, wood chipper? They had this? It was okay, no, we knew this. And their writing is crazy good. And I was kind of wondering how the painting would come up and get involved in all this. It was a very interesting way to use it, to have it be a distraction at the very end. But yeah, okay. That was Nightmare Time 2, Episode 2, Perky's Buds.